My name is Florenz Volkaert. I'm a PhD student at Ghent University. Ghent University is also where I studied my bachelor and master's in law. Afterwards, I did an LLM degree in law and economics, studying in Hamburg, Rotterdam, and Mumbai as an Erasmus Mundus program. And then after that, I applied for a grant with the Research Foundation Flanders and started my PhD in November 2019, shortly before the pandemic at Ghent University. My topic is history of international law, more specifically the history of international trade law, treaties of commerce in the late 19th and early 20th century. My ESIL experience dates from, I think it was 2020 during the pandemic, where I presented a comment on a paper that had appeared in the Journal of the History of International Law, together with a couple of other young scholars. And then in 2021, I was elected to the interest group History of International Law. So I've been doing this for about a year now, a little bit less, I guess 10 months. And since then, I've cooperated with my fellow colleagues in the interest group to organize a research forum in Glasgow, and then very recently also in Utrecht. We had a pre-conference workshop. So what we do in these for these workshops are to send out a call for papers which matches the topic of either the research forum or the conference. Then we anonymize the abstracts we receive and rank them, and then discuss with the other interest group members which papers deserve to be presented at our workshops. So that is the work in the interest group. I myself did not present in Glasgow. I did present a paper at the annual conference, pre-conference workshop of our interest group in Utrecht. And for that paper, I was awarded the ESIL Young Scholar Prize. So a message for other ESIL members, and I'll address this particularly to other young researchers. My experience with the ESIL interest groups in particular is that they are quite open to young scholars. At least the IG History of International Law is. So we do try to accommodate young scholars and encourage them to submit papers to our pre-conference workshops. Now, more generally, I think that imposter syndrome is very common amongst young scholars. And I think that in many cases, we underestimate ourselves, and that we should not be afraid to, when we think we have a good idea or a good paper, to send it in for example, the ESIL Young Scholar Prize. I myself did not expect to receive the prize, but I had a paper ready, which I presented at a workshop. So I just submitted it and hoped for the best, which turned out pretty well. And I think that for many other young scholars, this is also the case, but that out of a certain self-doubt or whatever, they are afraid or reluctant to submit a paper. And I would really encourage everyone to have faith in their own skills and to just go for it.